Check 1 2. Testing, testing. Check 1 2. This is high. This is high. It's low. Testing, testing. Check 1 2. This is high. This is low. This is normal. So, what? Testing. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Fantastic. Everyone, and welcome to Northbridge Oval for this NPL Women's New South Wales matchup as Bulls FC Academy are hosting UNSW. The two sides met all the way back in round 2. It was a 1-1 draw on what was an incredibly hot Sydney afternoon, which caused chaos to the NPL schedule that day. So I wouldn't take too much into the form line of that game as to how this afternoon's contest will shape out. But with 59 goals between the two sides, expect plenty of attacking prowess. It's Paletti on the call here with you, and I'll take you through the starting lineups for the home side. Bulls FC. In goals, it's number 1, Mia Namoto. Number 4 is Ashley Hannaberry. Number 5 is Liz Gray. She's also the captain. Number 6 is Anna Hogarth-Scott. Number 10 is Tamara Souza. Number 11 is Daniela Naimi. Number 12 is Jasmine Melly. 13 is Grace Johns. 14 is Patria Phillips. 17 is Janae Dos Santos. And running out the starting sides, it's number 20, Amber Luchtmeyer. On the substitutes bench, number 3, Ruby Davies. Number 7, Avani Prakash. Number 8 is Claudia Valletta. Number 15 is Sophia Furia. Number 31 is Lily Taylor. And number 33 is Jade Guichon. Well, for the visiting UNSW, in goals is number 21, Sarah Langman. Number 4 is Aya Yamahata. Number 5 is Leah Puxty. Number 8 is Demi Koulazakis. Number 14 is Abby Lemon. Number 15 is Mariam Mostagimi. Number 16 is Sky Kasacha. Number 17 and captain is Angelique Aristodolu. Number 18 is Georgia Plessis. Number 46 is Annalise Rasmussen. And number 47 is Tess Quilligan. While on the substitutes bench is number 3, Sabine Montenegro. Number 10 is Chloe Smith. Number 11 is Marcela Santos. Number 12 is Alira Toby. Number 13 is Sonali Singh. And number 31 is Akala Howe. And like I said, I am expecting a very high-scoring game. But of the 29 goals, Bulls FC will have to do without a couple of their goal-scoring startlets. Isabella Kogo-Desipi, who has 8 of those 29 goals, hasn't played since scoring a brace in round 10 against Sydney Olympic in a 5-1 win. She is out due to injury, while transfer window recruit Indiana Dos Santos is out for the rest of the season after suffering an ACL injury. We wish Indiana Dos Santos the best of luck with her recovery and hope it is a speedy one for her. It's incredibly loud here. We've got dogs barking, junior kids chirping. Everything's all going on here at Northbridge Oval. It's the place to be on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon in Sydney. And I'm sure everyone here will be treated to a fantastic showcase, and we've got all the action we could ask for over the next hour and a half, plus stoppages, so nearly 2 hours worth of action here for you on this Sunday afternoon. As Bulls FC kick off, they're running from right to left in this first half. It's Liz Gray on the ball. Gray plays it through, looking for Janae Dos Santos. Amber Luchtmeyer will put it through, and we have the first offside of the afternoon. Just 17 seconds into the game. The predominantly black kit with white trim are the home side, running from right to left on your screen. With UNSW in the predominantly yellow kit with black sleeves, black shorts and yellow socks, running from left to right. As the restart from the offside is taken, it'll go over the head of Abby Lemon, headed back by Grace Johns as we put out a play for a throw-in. As Aristodolu. Well, lose possession there. Here's Amber Luchtmeyer. Luchtmeyer down the sideline, looking for options. Cuts back in on the inside and lets out a sigh of frustration there. As her target missed everyone. Everyone was moving forward, all of her teammates. But yeah, that's an unfortunate pass there from Luchtmeyer. As the throw comes in, we moved forward by Leah Puxty. Being headed away by Yamahata. Looks like heads it backwards. It'll be picked up here by Hogarth Scott. Gets the pass away. Pass will be blocked as Tish Quilligan passes it back to Yamahata. It's Langman. Yamahata will go back to Langman. To Mariam Mostagimi. Quilligan back to Mostagimi. Plays it through. Gets to Abby Lemon. Tries to play that down for Angelica Istidolu and Janea Dos Santos. We'll see that one out of play. Which will give throw in to balls that we picked off there by Quilligan. There's Yamahata. Dribble it through midfield. Passing it away to Rasmussen. Spins and turns. Loses possession before it falls to Sky Kasatia. Quilligan has her through ball picked off, and if the balls are quick, they can go back the other way, and it'll be a foul won by Patria Phillips. Mostagimi. The referee might let that one go because it is a little bit early, but if it was later in the game, you'd certainly get talking to at the minimum for time wasting there, but we are only 3.5 minutes gone. As Gray passes, takes the kick. It's out here with Janea Dos Santos, who gets around Aristodolu into the 18-yard box. Across the face of goal. Amber Luchtmeyer puts it just over the crossbar. It will be a goal kick, and she's only been back. This is her 7th game since returning from Sydney FC at the end of the A-League women's season. And she's already found the back of the net 5 times and has worked her way up to be second on the Bulls FC Golden Boot race behind Isabella Coco de Scipio. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, is out injured and probably still at least a couple of weeks away from returning based on discussions I've had with a couple of people. So a chance for Amber Luchtmeyer to go to the top of the club Golden Boot race. There's Gray. Back to Johns. Now to Janea Dos Santos. Johns will slip on the ball. Lemon capitalises. Aristodolu gets it in to Kasatia. Souza cleans it up. And we'll look to go crossfield here to Daniela Naimi. Naimi tries to find Patria Phillips. Yamahata. Gray intercepts the pass. It's Kasatia. Back to Aristodolu. Abby Lemon. Aristodolu. Lemon. It's to Kasatia. To Yamahata, who chips it up. Phillips gets a knee to it. Isn't able to control the ball, which we'll see. So UNSW get the ball back before they turn it over again. Miyamoto sending it long. Brought down by Naimi. Here's Hannaberry. It really stands out on the field with those bright orange boots. It might be closer to pink, as that one is just sent down the line by Grace Johns. Langman will clean it up. Yamahata. There's Mostagimi. Passes it back to Yamahata. It goes down the line. Cut back in here for... I didn't quite see who got on the end of the ball there. It might have been... I think it might have been Georgia Plessis. And I'll look to go again through Leah Puxty, but Daniela Naimi cleans the ball up. And she's in a foot race. And Leah Puxty does get there and will help guide that one out of play for a goal kick. Right, both sides keen to attack here. The home side with a +10 goal differential, and visiting UNSW with a +9 goal differential, so plenty of firepower in these sides. As I've said, they've combined for 59 goals between them this season. 29 to the hosts, 30 to the visitors. And Yamahata, well, Janae Dos Santos doesn't need more of an invitation to get on the ball. Yamahata just sending it straight to the young starlet in Janae Dos Santos. Here's Luxmeyer. Johns. Lemon. I'll go all the way back to Langman. Luxmeyer just stalking the vicinity, trying to force a pass there from Langman that she didn't want to make. But Sarah Langman certainly up to the task. Was that a fantastic A-League women's season for the Central Coast Mariners, including the grand final. Comes to UNSW with the A-League Women Championship firmly in tow. And she might help UNSW meet some of their pre-season expectations from some pundits, including myself on that list. I had them, I certainly had them penciled in for top 4 with a lot of the recruits they had made, and you bring in the likes of a Sarah Langman and an Abby Lemon, Leah Puxty coming back to the club as well, Tess Quilligan, Annalise Rasmussen. You certainly expect big things if you're UNSW. As Kulazakis will help her side win a throw here. UNSW would certainly love to score the opener here. It's Quilligan and Kulazakis, Hurstadolu going back and forth there, and they'll win a throw. That's good work there from the UNSW teammates. Hurstadolu looking for options, goes to Kulazakis. Kulazakis goes across and isn't able to keep the ball in play with the cross. That will be a goal kick, and Kulazakis deciding to have a word with the assistant referee as she makes her way back into position for the goal kick as Hannah Berry. It's out to Petria Phillips. Bulls get the throw. There's Phillips. She'll win another foul. It's the second foul she's won the afternoon. They go quickly to the Bulls. Here's Dos Santos. Luxmeyer. Back to Dos Santos. And it will be put out of play by Mostagimi. Johns goes quickly to Luxmeyer. It's back to Johns. Gray. Quite a powerful pass back to the captain, but she's up to the task, and both sides battling for the ball. And UNSW will come away with it here on this near side. Still scoreless here after 11 and a half minutes. It will be a goal kick. And Sarah Langman up to the task there. I'll come back to the thought I was going to make, as Janeiro Santos puts that through, and Mostagimi, the flag goes up for offside, but it will be a goal kick. I can't. I'm not a huge fan of playing out from the back. I understand why it's done, but you just see way too many instances like that for my liking. That is not good. Yeah, I can't say I'm a huge fan of that, but I'm not a coach. I'm not the one who makes the decision. And Sarah Langman choosing to send everyone away. I think she's making the decision that no, that was a little bit too close for comfort. As Jasmine Melly will pass it all the way back to Inamoto. There's Casaccio in a battle there with Danielle and Naomi, and Naomi will win the throw for her side. As the throw comes in from Melly. Hannaberry. UNSW will come away with the ball here. Yeah, it's Aristodolu. Goes to Rasmussen. Quilligan. Rasmussen. And it's going to be a free kick for UNSW after all that. And Aristodolu go out to the left. Cross comes in. It's gone off the back of Hannaberry, and Koulazakis gets there first before it's cleared out by Danielle and Naomi. As Namoto wasn't able to claim the ball, and had Naomi not got there, that could have ended in disaster. As the cross comes in, and Namoto will claim it. He's looking for options, and has to slow it down because there are no options. Rasmussen is standing guard there. Here's the balls. The wafting smell of the barbecue just going over the ground. Oh, that does smell good. Not quite as good as the action we've got in front of us, though. As Janeiro Dos Santos receives the pass from Amber Luxmeyer. Dos Santos cuts back around Aristodolu, gets it across the face of goal. It'll be cleared away by UNSW. Tamara Souza keeps it in the attacking third. Has to go backwards now before she goes forwards. Souza. And Bulls lose possession. Although Hogarth Scott gets it back. Aristodolu. Lemon. It's Johns. Lemon not happy that she lost the ball and has given away a foul. Quickly taken by Petria Phillips. Out to Dos Santos, who tried to thread the ball through nicely for Luxmeyer. It went straight through to Sarah Langman instead. And we'll see UNSW now come through the middle of the field. Quilligan will put that off the back there of Georgia Plessis. Leah Puxty trying to get the ball. Flag up for offside against Annalise Rasmussen. As Liz Gray sends it long. Looking for Dos Santos. Aristodolu will get there first. As Mostagimi, Luxmeyer intercept the pass, and Luxmeyer been fouled right on the edge of the semicircle. That cards the 18-yard box. And Tamara Souza standing over this one. There's an opportunity for a set play here. Amber Luchtmeyer out to the left of the 18-yard box. Gray also standing over it, but I'd imagine this is going to be Tamara Souza knuckleball straight towards the goal. That's where it goes, and well picked up by Sarah Langman. As UNSW look to go back the other way very quickly. There's Rasmussen. Will win her side of throw. Yamahata. Here's Mostagimi. And the flag goes up against Abby Lemon. Looked to be offside from the get-go. The assistant referee agrees here on this near side, and that's, by my count, 2 or 3 offsides. I think 3 inside the opening 20 minutes. So UNSW just having trouble holding their line here against the Bulls, who are playing with quite a high defensive line, actually. And it appears to be working so far for the home side. With the front 3 consisting of Annalise Rasmussen, Abby Lemon, and Georgia Plassis, I'd imagine that UNSW will get that figured out very, very quickly and begin to time their run. Here's Hogarth Scott, passing it off to Phillips. Goes short to Melly. Try to find Tamara Souza. Lemon goes to Haristadoulou. Tries to find a way through midfield. Kasatia. Gray gives away the foul on Sky Kasatia. Yes. It's certainly turning into a physical contest as well between the two sides. No goals to speak of as of yet, as we cross the 20-minute mark, almost halfway through this first half. That will go over the head of everyone and allow Jasmine Melly to clean it up, and she'll put it out for a throw. Throw comes in, finds Koulazakis. Clearance from the Bulls will result in another throw. Here's Mostagimi. And Tamara Souza blocking that one, and she'll immediately look to go out to Janaea Dos Santos. Dos Santos trying to find a way into the 18-yard box, does so. Played through for Luchtmeyer. Luchtmeyer will receive the rebound. Daniela Naimi shoots on the left foot along the ground. Diving save to the left from Langman. That was a very good stop there from the UNSW shot stopper. As Amber Luchtmeyer once again just keeping Sarah Langman in check. Keeping her on her toes. Yamahata, his pass will be picked off. Here's Souza. Let's try and get around Koulazakis. Does so. Here's Phillips. Out to Dos Santos. Dos Santos. Koulazakis getting in the way there. Here's Rasmussen. Goes to Quilligan, who has to spin and turn, hold it up. Gray's getting in the way there because that pass was destined for Abby Lemon until the towering frame of the Bulls centre back got in the way. And the Bulls will be the recipient of a free kick and an opportunity to get out of their own end. It'll be Henneberry to take it this time. And she drills it long. Naimi brings it down, not quite able to control it. The throw comes in. Phillips and Puxty will head that out. Here's Hogarth Scott trying to get away from Quilligan and from Plassis. Unable to do so. So UNSW get the ball back. Throw comes in. Henneberry. Ostagimi, Yamahata. Phillips picks off the pass. Janaea dos Santos on the left foot. Sent that well wide. Probably had time to bring it down, but went for the first time on the volley. And it went well over the crossbar. Lemon gets it away to Koulazakis. Gray will hold the attack. Aristidulu. Henneberry. And he'll go back to Aristidulu in basically the exact same spot. Lemon, Koulazakis, Gray. It will probably go through to Langman, and indeed it does. Mostagimi. Yeah, turns it over. Here's Dos Santos, Luchtmeyer, and UNSW will get it back. Lemon. Down the line. Puts it through, looking for Rasmussen. But it'll roll through to Miyamoto instead. Go again through Gray. Johns. Luchtmeyer. And Ostagimi getting in the way. Will be Grace Johns. Quill again puts that through for Plassis. Henneberry coming across. Georgia Plassis shoots. And I think that might be the first shot that UNSW has made today in the 26th minute. This is one earlier that I am forgetting. It's certainly a long time in the game to wait to get your first shot. As a throw comes in, and Leah Puxty being told to take it again. It's just gone a little bit too far forward in the eyes of the referee. Puxty will be headed away by Henneberry, and she'll have to keep this one in. Does so. Here's to Jasmine Melly. Here's Naomi trying to get around Leah Puxty. She does so. Naomi gets it away to Phillips. Phillips, Dos Santos. It'll be Phillips trying to get it through to Dos Santos. Picked off by Aristidulu, and I think Dos Santos might have just strayed offside anyway. UNSW now quickly coming back the other way. As Dos Santos and Luchtmeyer is definitely offside. And still can't get the ball on target, even after the offside flag has been raised. And she'll just get a talking to from the referee there. We've got the UNSW bench warming up directly beneath us. There's Henneberry. Gets a header on that, and we'll go back to Namoto. As Miriam Mostagimi is pinged for a handball. No chance to take the free kick quickly this time for the Bulls. Grace certainly has a multitude of options at her disposal here. She can ping them from distance. Might be better off trying to go the short option. And she'll put it into the 18-yard box, looking for Luxmeyer, who tries to control it, and it'll go out for a goal kick. There's Langman. Goes out to Leah Puxty. Phillips. Lose possession there to Quilligan, who won't be able to control the ball either. And so it will be a throw in. Ogar Scott finds Phillips. Naomi trying to get around Yamahata. That ball takes certainly took a bounce, and Naomi gives away a free kick in the process. Quilligan. Pass will come out to Abby Lemon, who's come back from an offside position. So Gray. A go over the head of Haristadulu to Dos Santos. And Dos Santos will go short to Luxmeyer. Luxmeyer tries to cut it in. Hogarth Scott takes a shot, and it's got into the bottom corner past Sarah Langman, and Anna Hogarth Scott has the opener here in the 30th minute for the home side, as Bulls FC take a 1-0 lead over UNSW, and they've got the shirt up for Indiana Dos Santos. Amber Luxmeyer with the heart. That's a beautiful celebration there from Bulls FC off that first goal. It's Bulls FC 1, UNSW 0. Almost bring a tear to my eye, that will. As Lemon looks to go quickly. And looks like the referee might have been trying to play advantage there for a moment, but I think she's decided there's no foul, because that was certainly not an advantage by any stretch of the imagination. And Bulls get the throw.
Let's go, Bulls!
Bulls back on the attack here. Mostagimi will get in the middle of it, and she won't take any chances there. Didn't see an easy way out, so she'll go put it behind for a corner. It'll come in, and we'll go over the head of the waiting pack. Phillips appeals for a penalty from the Bulls coaching staff. on Liz Gray. Oh, well waved away. Here's Georgia Plessis. Goes to Quilligan. Quilligan back to Plessis. Has to try and find a way around Jasmine Melly. Does so. Cross comes in. It'll fall to Abby Lemon, who holds it up for Kulazakis, who shanks the shot to the left. It will be a goal kick. It was a very well-worked play there by the visitors and probably needed a touch more control there from Kulazakis. Referee saying no free kick there on Tess Quilligan going down. Just aggrieved the UNSW bench and coaching staff, and that's a couple of calls now in the last 2 minutes that they've felt aggrieved by. Kulazakis puts it forward. That won't be kept in play by the Bulls, so Huristadulu will take the throw to Abby Lemon, who has to try and spin and turn around the waiting pack. Quilligan, Casaccia goes out to Plessis, who has to hold it up. Around Jasmine Melly she goes, trying to cross it in. Holds it up, cuts back, turns forward again. Now goes backwards, and the goal scorer, Anna Hogarth-Scott, puts that one out of play. No hesitation whatsoever there. As Daniela Naimi and Leah Puxley continue their battle, and Naimi will win a throw on this occasion. As the throw comes in, it'll be brought down by Sky Casaccia. Yamahata here. Goes to Quilligan. Rasmussen is not able to collect herself fast enough there to force any sort of pressure there from Miyamoto. Here's Lemon. Dos Santos. Luxmeyer. Kept in. Huristadulu. Satya back to Huristadulu. Kulazakis gets that down the line. Gray certainly had the advantage there over Lemon. And Lemon certainly making things difficult for Gray, but Gray able to guide it out of play. Here's Namoto. Huristadulu has it forward to Lemon, who brings it down. Casaccia. Picked off by Gray. As the intended target of that ball, Huristadulu will be the one to throw it in. Henneberry. Finds Dos Santos. Souza. And Luxmeyer calling for the ball. Will get the ball. And her teammate's struggling to make the run with her, but with her holding up the ball, they've done so now. That will be a throw-in to UNSW. Not quite able to do anything on that occasion, but they do hold the 1-0 lead as we're about 9 minutes plus stoppages away from the half. This stage looking like it'll just be the customary minute or so, given that there's been little to no stoppages. Kulazakis. Dos Santos in a battle there with Lemon. Kulazakis putting that one out for a throw. Not taking any chances there. Lemon. Henneberry not giving Rasmussen any time there whatsoever. The throw will go to Rasmussen. Crossing it in. Falls to Kulizakis. Pass away. Shot. Blocked. Not cleared yet by the Bulls. Souza now clearing it. Deflection on the way through there. The shot from, I believe it was Georgia Placer, certainly sending Namoto on an early dive. Some good work there by the defense from the Bulls, although Tamara Souza probably should have cleared that way a second or two earlier as the shot comes in from distance straight into the arms of Mia Namoto there. And she'll move it on. Be picked off by Abby Lemon. It goes to Rasmussen. Lemon looking to receive the pass back. Not quite able to get herself into position. It will be a goal kick. Satya goes to Quilligan, out to Aristidolu. Here's Gray. Henneberry. Quilligan stalking the area. Not quite able to win the ball, but certainly forcing the Bulls to keep it moving. Allowing teammates to get around her, and UNSW certainly in with a chance to win it here. And Souza comes away with it. Dos Santos. And that one will be put out of play and will rebound off the wall here at Northbridge Oval into the back of the substitutes bench. And everyone's certainly getting vocal here over decisions both for and against their respective teams here. So, as I said, it is a very lively atmosphere here at Northbridge Oval on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon in Sydney. And we thank you for joining us here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel as Johns passes it to Luxmeyer, who's not able to control it. Danielle and Amy. Headed away. Souza. Luxmeyer. And Luxmeyer will win the ball back. Luxmeyer into the box. Luxmeyer. Dos Santos. Saved by Langman. And Abby Lemon now looking for a way to get rid of the ball. Johns will keep it in for the Bulls. Gets the cross away. Luxmeyer puts it well up into the air. Danielle Naimi gets there first. Not able to get the ball to bounce to her liking. She'll allow Leah Puxey to move it on. Henneberry. Will be kept in. Here's Hogarth Scott. Rasmussen. Souza goes all the way back to Mia Namoto. Still a little bit of wind chill starting to pick up now here. It's a nice little breeze as the sun's gone behind the clouds. Hogarth Scott. Aristidolu intercepts the pass. Out to Lemon. Goes for Quilligan. Out to Aristidolu. Cross goes to Kulizakis. Referee says no. And that will draw more frustrations from the UNSW bench. There's Namoto. Yamahata. Goes to Aristidolu. Gray to Dos Santos. And Dos Santos goes around Aristidolu after coming back on the inside. Here's Hogarth Scott. Go back to Dos Santos. Here's Phillips. As the ball, UNSW looks to come away with it. Lemon. And Gray. Lemon. Go for a throw in. The throw comes in. Heads. Bulls will get back on the attack. As Luxmeyer will be the recipient there of the failed pass from Sky Casatia. Dos Santos has to hold it up. Hogarth Scott almost thought about going for the double. Naimi headed away by Mostagimi. And now Hogarth Scott looks to go for the double. That was going off target. Luxmeyer trying to put it on target. Tamara Souza blocked by Mostagimi. Hogarth Scott might try to get another chance at this here. No, she won't. Cleared now away by UNSW. And Annalise Rasmussen, because she was well behind the defensive line, or in front of the defensive line, I should say, but she stayed on side by virtue of staying in her own half, tried to make something happen there and was unable to. As we approach half time. Here's Langman. Goes to Yamahata. Ball's trying to put the pressure on there. And Gray will have her pass intercepted there by Quilligan. There's a throw. Comes in. Henneberry goes to Jasmine Melly. Go back to Namoto as we enter stoppage time here in the first half. I still reckon it will just be the customary minute and change. There's not been a lot in this first half. It's been pretty free-flowing and full of action. Just the one goal in it thus far. And I reckon this will see us through to half-time. The goal kick here from Miyamoto. Go short to Henneberry. Puxty. To Casatio, puts it out. Back to Puxty. Quilligan. Georgia Pless is calling for the ball. She'll receive it. Gray calling for offside. Referee keeps the flag down. Here's Plessis. Gets the pass away. It'll be intercepted by Hogarth Scott, and that will be half-time here at Northbridge Oval. A very high-intensity, action-packed opening half of football here in this NPL Women's New South Wales contest. It's Paletti on the call here with you this afternoon, and we'll welcome you back in about 14 minutes' time for the second half. It's Bulls FC 1-0 over UNSW. Good afternoon, everyone. We're back here for the second half of this NPL Women's New South Wales contest between Bulls FC and UNSW. Yeah, it's Paletti on the call here with you this afternoon as Bulls FC hold a 1-0 lead over the visitors as Anna Hogarth-Scott in the 30th minute with a strike from outside the box and followed by a touching tribute to Bulls FC player and Sydney FC player as well. Indiana Dos Santos, who suffered an ACL injury and will miss the rest of this season, the rest of the NPL season, and potentially a significant portion of the A-League Women season next year, as well as UNSW. Very early onto the attack here. It'll be cleared away by Janae Dos Santos. Shot from distance. Takes a deflection on the way through. Sky Kasatia. And it will be saved by Minamoto. And Minamoto sends it long. Doesn't appear to be too many. There doesn't appear to be any substitutions at half time. As Annalise Rasmussen saved by Namoto. Rebound. Rasmussen put it towards goal and picked off by Namoto. Certainly no substitutions from either side that I can see at the end of the first half. So we'll start the second half as we started the first in terms of personnel on the pitch. Scott's goal, the only difference to how we started the game. There's Bulls FC running from left to right on your screen in this second half. In the predominantly black kit with white trim. UNSW, the predominantly yellow jersey. Tamara Souza has gone down and trainers being waved onto the field. Certainly appeared to be an off-the-ball injury, so concern when a player goes down like that off the ball. A moment or two here for the trainer to take a look. As UNSW running from right to left on your screen in this second half. In the predominantly yellow jersey with black sleeves, black shorts and yellow socks. Tamara Souza back to her feet now, and thumbs up goes to the bench, so she'll be rejoining the action shortly. As the throw comes in. The sun well and truly set now, or at least behind the clouds. I can't say it's set yet. So it's still 3 o'clock in the afternoon, almost 4 o'clock now. But yeah, the sun's certainly gone behind the clouds now. As Kasatia goes out to Haristodoulou, to Lemon, back to Haristodoulou as Luxmeyer tries to get on the ball there, and Yamahata look to control it. Go to Koulazakis. Both of them teammates at Sydney Olympic last year. Along with Haristodoulou making the transfer over to UNSW for this 2025 NPL Women's New South Wales season. And Abby Lemon not able to keep that one back, and she also returned to UNSW, season number 2 for her. UNSW, after previously being at the Blacktown Spartans before making the move over. There's Naomi. Janae Dos Santos, and that'll be a corner.
Take it up, balls. That's good.
All of the balls, and it will be Naomi who put that pass in for Dos Santos to go over to the corner flag. There's Naomi. Whips the corner in. Going to be headed away. Hannaberry will get there first. She'll go to Petria Phillips, who's almost shouldered off the ball by Koulizakis. Petria Phillips puts the shot on target. And saved by Sarah Langman. Abby Lemon goes to Aristodolo. Rasmussen trying to find a way around Liz Gray. She will win her side of throw. Both towering figures. Lemon to Quilligan. It's back to Lemon. Crossing it in. Finds Georgia Plessis. Not able to keep it in, so it will be a goal kick to the Bulls. Here's Dos Santos. And Amber Luchtmeyer not able to find a way around Aya Yamahata. Allow Langman to come in and pick it up. Langman will receive the pass back from Yamahata. And she'll send it back. And there's Leah Puxty. Koulizakis. Gray, Yamahata, Quilligan. And Quilligan looking to go out to Abby Lemon, Miyamoto. Moving it on very quickly. Janae Dos Santos not able to keep that one in play. Flag will go up for offside against the host. Quickly taken by UNSW. Yamahata comes out here to Puxty, looking for Koulizakis. And it will be a corner for the visitors. And Koulizakis, well, let's continue on her way to collect the ball and to take the corner. She'll whip it in. The ball's loose. And it will be picked up by Namoto. It's allowed to bounce, Kasatia. And Namoto getting there just ahead of Georgia Plessis. And Namoto's pointing to the shoulder. We'll be allowed to get play back underway, so it doesn't appear to be anything too serious as things stand at the moment, but might be something to keep an eye on there. As Quilligan Luchtmeyer will shoulder Sky Kasatia off the ball, and Luchtmeyer's just going to get another talking to here. UNSW have got the foul. Complaints coming from the visitors here. Well, they've got the foul. Must have been something. Must have been something else that went on there. I didn't quite see. UNSW coach is talking to the assistant here on the near side. Also looking for an explanation. Tamara Souza looking to come away with it. Gray. Yamahata goes to Quilligan. That will be put into space. And we'll go out for a goal kick.
So yesterday at Bunning. Yeah, right. So you just got this.
Georgia Plessis keeps that in play. Cross. It'll be intercepted by Gray. Appeals for handball from a couple of the UNSW players. Here's Plessis back on the ball. Gets around Jasmine Melly. Gray comes to clean up. Melly goes to Souza. Daniela Naimi gets around the back line. Or gets around the midfield, I should say. As Ostagami goes to Langman, who shifts it back out to Aristidolu. Down the other flank now for UNSW. Under pressure there from Dos Santos, who was chasing. Lemon goes to Koulazakis. Satya goes to Mostagimi. Rasmussen, Quilligan. Leah Puxty trying to get in behind. Hannah Berry passes it out. Aristidolu gets into the 18-yard box, gets the pass away. Puxty gets it back to Aristidolu. Short, looking for Lemon. Aristidolu turns and not able to keep it in play. But there's a right intent there from the visitors. They want to try to get themselves back in this game as the Bulls look like they're getting ready to make a couple of substitutions. It will be Ivani Prakash and Claudia Valletta making their way into the game. So, number 7 and Ivani Prakash and number 8, Claudia Valletta, making their way on here in the 58th minute of play. Both players have gone off on the far side. So when they make their way a little bit closer, I'll be able to tell you who it is that they are replacing. Well, it looks like it's going to be a like-for-like replacement at left back with Grace Johns. Yamahata goes out to Aristidolu. And that will be a goal kick. Yamahata's back pass has gone slightly awry. And Langman certainly there to clean up. But Hannaberry looking to move it back forward. Puxty not able to control it. Here's Luktmeyer receiving the pass from Naimi. She looks to send it back. It'll take a deflection. Prakash goes to Souza. And before it's cleared away by Sky Kasatia. We'll come back to Namoto. It looks like Petria Phillips as Luktmeyer's pinged for coming back from an offside position. Petria Phillips is the other player that's made her way off. So again, a like-for-like replacement. And Ivani Prakash. So just recapping that 58th minute substitution window. Grace Johns and Petria Phillips off. Ivani Prakash and Claudia Valletta on. The throw comes in from Puxty. Here's Koulazakis trying to work her way around all the black jerseys in front of her. Yamahata. That's to Mariam Mostagimi. Aristidolu. Mostagimi, Aristidolu, back to Mostagimi again. Valletta. Langman. Under a little bit of pressure there from Luxmeyer. And Prakash trying to make something happen. Well, she does make something happen. She intercepts the pass. Here's Dos Santos. Dos Santos shoots. Dos Santos scores! And they'll get the jersey back out again. That is brilliant work. Dos Santos for Dos Santos. And, I'll tell you what, that one has brought a tear to my eye. My word. That is touching tribute, sister to sister. As the Bulls take a 2-0 lead here. It is Bulls FC 2, UNSW 0. And for UNSW, there's a lot of work to do, and they'll certainly look to keep back on the attack here. As Abby Lemon gets on the ball, she'll shoot. It's blocked by Gray. Aristidolu shoots over the crossbar. Almost saw something similar in the first half there, where, although that was from a goal kick, where Bulls are able to get the ball in a dangerous position inside the 18-yard box, and this time the home side makes UNSW pay. Savani Prakash goes down and wins a foul. Prakash, go back underway. Here's Naomi. And it will be a corner for the Bulls. Miami.
Let's go, Bulls!
Scouting in the area. Cleared away at the near post by Leah Puxty. Janae Dos Santos putting it in. Gray gets a hook on it. It goes in off the post. Sarah Langman frustrated with herself. Frustrated with a lot of things, as she and Bulls have made it 3. And they'll all come together once again. As Gray now hits the score sheet. I'm going to get a couple of UNSW substitutions. And the 64th minute of play, it's 3-0 to the Bulls. Abby Lemon making her way from the field. So just the 63 minutes for her. So it is Marcela Santos and Alira Toby coming on. Abby Lemon is off the field. And Sky Kasatia also making her way from the field here in the 64th minute. As UNSW, well, Annalise Rasmussen spins, turns, saved by Demoto. Well, the UNSW looking to hit back incredibly quickly. This game might not be over yet. It's Kulazakis. Loses possession. Avani Prakash. He'll dribble it through the midfield, get the pass away to Amber Luxmeyer, who's got a couple of options. Luxmeyer might go herself here. Now looks to play Danielle and Naomi in behind. Naomi, flag stays down, and it goes in again. Danielle and Naomi almost replicating what Liz Gray did just a couple of moments ago. And this game has absolutely turned on its head in the last 5 minutes or so, as the Bulls start to slaughter UNSW. It is Bulls FC 4, UNSW 0. It was Anna Hogarth in the 30th minute starting it all off. 1-0 at half time, and then 61st, 64th, and 66th minutes, if you don't mind, takes it from 1-0 to 4-0. And the Bulls have absolutely run away with this in the second half. And depending on other results this weekend, might be charging their way into a top 4 spot. As Jasmine Melly will go back to Miyamoto. Gray. It's around Kulazakis. Here's Valletta. And Bulls will win a foul. Here's Valletta for Janaea Dos Santos, who stayed onside. Dos Santos looking for the cross. Langman comes out and dives on the ball. And Langman holding it up in no rush to get this one back underway in terms of getting the ball back into open play. Looking for the right option was the goalkeeper, and when you're down 4-0, sometimes it's just about going back to basics and maybe not trying to rush things, because you've got to get 1 before you can get 2, then 3, then 4, and so on and so forth. As Avani Prakash gets it out to Naomi, who puts that over the crossbar on the outside of the right foot. And it will be a goal kick for UNSW. The throw comes in. Here's Nostagimi going to Yamahata. We'll pass it back. Here's Kulazakis. Aristidolu. As Bulls coming away with it here through Jasmine Melly. I'll go back to Naomi. Hogarth Scott. Here's Souza. And Henneberry to Namoto. Valletta to Dos Santos. Souza, Valletta, back to Dos Santos. Here's Valletta. We're going to go crossfield to Naomi. It'll be intercepted by Leah Puxty. The ball's not able to be kept in play, so it will be a ball throw. As Quelligan wants to game me to Aristidolu. Hogarth Scott will block the pass. She'll run onto the ball. Goes to Prakash. Goes to Naomi, back to Hogarth Scott, and to space. Claudia Valletta looking to go back out to Naomi. Here's Puxty looking for Rasmussen, who's trying to find a way around Hannaberry. Has to go wide. Might try to find the option back to Placis. And there's almost a little bit of a mix-up there as Souza rocketed that into the back of Hannaberry. And Namoto just waiting before picking it up. Be headed down by UNSW. As Claudia Valletta's lost her bootin' with that pass. Here's Luxmeyer, keeps it in. No, she hasn't. The flag's gone up for a goal kick. And going to have another substitution here. So it will be Chloe Smith to make her way on. Well, at the next stoppage in play, it will be Chloe Smith to make her way on. And now it will be the substitution. So Chloe Smith in the 72nd minute will make her way on. For Georgia Placis by the looks of things. And it is indeed Georgia Placis that's made her way off. That will be number 10, Chloe Smith on. Number 18, Georgia Placis off. Chloe Smith with 7 goals this season leads the Golden Boot race for UNSW. And I'd certainly love to add an 8th here. The chance to get her side back into the state of things. Here's Quilligan. Goes out. It comes in. That's wide. So Marcela Santos there not able to find the target. Emoto going short to Gray. Here's Luxmeyer. Risadulu. Kulizakis wins a foul. Kulizakis chips it into the box, and Mariam Mostagimi did get on the end of it, wasn't able to put it on target, but UNSW will stay on the attack. If they want to try and make their way back into this one, they need a goal, and they need it probably about 5 minutes ago, to be honest, but the next best time to score would be now. And that ball goes into the far reaches of Northbridge Oval here. So we'll get a new one. And we'll get back underway as Marcela Santos cross in. Will be deflected out for a corner. Kulizakis. Got a couple of options in the middle. One towering above the rest is Marcela Santos. Namoto comes out, gets to it, cleared away now by Valletta. And if the balls are quick, Prakash can get it away to Janaea dos Santos. And he'll go across here looking for Naomi, but Langman picking that up just inside the 18-yard box before distributing it out to Angelica Aristodoulou. Koulizakis passing it to Santos. Valletta's been left in back play, and that's gone out for a corner. Valletta still not back to her feet. She is now, though. And Koulizakis looking to make play quickly. At this corner. Might do a little bit better this time. As that one's delivered in. It's cleared away now by Luxmeyer, who just hoofs it into space. Hagar Scott heading that one forward. That will be a throw. Will be a UNSW free kick. As the Bulls looking like they'll be getting ready to make another substitution momentarily. Just probably waiting for a slightly better opportunity to make said substitution. As Hurstadullet puts the delivery in. Quilligan goes well wide and well off to the right. And it will be Jade Guichon to come onto the field for the Bulls in the 77th minute. And it looks like Amber Luxmeyer's afternoon is done. So, slight readjustment of the front line. Luxmeyer not finding her way onto the score sheet this afternoon, but that certainly hasn't hampered the Bulls in the slightest. We have 4 different goal scorers all contributing to the score sheet this afternoon. So we'll see a substitution. We'll see Jade Guichon go out to left wing, which was being occupied by Janaea Dos Santos, who will move into the centre, where Amber Luxmeyer was playing as a striker and Daniela Naimi staying on the right wing. There's Dos Santos. Yamahata. That will go off the referee. And so we'll get a drop ball for UNSW. And Mostagami almost losing it there off the drop ball. That would have been a cardinal sin. Certainly can't be doing that. Certainly not in the age where we no longer have contested drop balls. Here's Puxty. Rasmussen will win her side of throw. Puxty is looking for Alira Toby. Chloe Smith not able to get there before Liz Gray. And will be Puxty to throw it in. Just looking to go long. Goes to Rasmussen, who's not able to keep that one. Well, actually, certainly it wasn't flagged, and so the Bulls have a chance to come away with it here. You always play to the whistle, although I think Rasmussen was certainly giving herself up there as she thought it hadn't, but it's the opinion of the referees that matters most. And you play to the whistle. And so it'll be UNSW throwing on the far side, as they will look to make their 4th and final substitution of the afternoon. And it will be Sonali Singh here in the 80th minute. And I say 4th and final because they've now used all of their substitution windows. So 4 of the 5 available substitutes used by UNSW. And it looks like she will be replacing Demi Koulizakis. As Puxty throws it in. That will just roll out for a goal kick. As Valletta throws it in. Looking for Dos Santos. Will only find Mostagimi instead. It receives a pass back there from Yamahata. She'll move it on to Haristola, who'll go back to Sarah Langman. Here's Souza. Throw comes in from Jasmine Melly, headed forward by Ivani Prakash and won't be able to be kept in play. And I've just been told to go back a little bit further, so we'll go to Jasmine Melly to take the throw. Here's UNSW now looking to go back. There's Alira Toby there trying to leap to get the ball first. Puxty. Prakash puts that one out for a little bit of confusion there. But here's a throw for UNSW. Here's Chloe Smith. She'll win a foul. Plenty more NPL Women's New South Wales action to come to you from round 15. Currently taking place as Manly United and Macarthur Rams. That game at Cromer Park. Funnily enough, the reverse fixture also at Cromer Park earlier this season because Linwood Park was still having its pitch fixed up. And so I'll come back to that thought. As Rasmussen. Claudia Valletta's down. Play allowed to continue for now, and now the referee will halt play with Valletta down in the 18-yard box. Trainer's getting ready to come on if required, and that will be the case. So Bulls trainer coming on now. And yeah, Manly offered to host the fixture at Cromer Park, and obviously did not want to do a fixture swap. The Illawarra Stingrays will host the Mount Druitt Town Rangers at that game at 5 p.m. at Macedonia Park in a top-of-the-table clash, 1v2. Both sides level on points. Literally, what is splitting them right now is goals 4 in favour of the Illawarra Stingrays. They both have the same amount of goal difference as well. So that should be a tantalising contest from Macedonia Park. Newcastle Jets will host NWS Spirit at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. It's also a 5 p.m. kickoff. Sydney Olympic in the second half of a doubleheader at Belmore Sports Ground will host the Western Sydney Wanderers. Sydney University hosting the Northern Tigers. That game also at 5 p.m. And I'll be making my way there from here to go watch that one. As that certainly is a contest that I want to watch. I won't be calling it. It will be Mel Muscat who is calling that one. As the drop ball gets us back underway, and it will be headed out for a goal kick. And in our nominated match of the round, the Gladesville Ravens will be hosting Arpia Leichhardt at Christie Park, and that game being a 5:10 p.m. kickoff. I had their round 2 match, and it was certainly an entertaining contest on what was a hot Sydney afternoon, as Jade Guichon trying to get on the end of that one was stopped by Sarah Langman from getting a shot away. And again, that was in oppressively hot conditions, that game. So, much like these two sides 1-1 draw back in, all the way back in round 2. I don't know if I'd read a ton into that particular fixture, but it certainly looks to be an entertaining game on the surface. And Nicola Posda on the call for that one. Here's Quilligan. They'll go back to Ostagimi. Looking for a way forward. The foul won by UNSW. As Marcela Santos hits the deck. So it will be Miriam Ostagimi to take this free kick. She'll send it as far forward as she can. Liz Gray puts it up into the air. And Bulls will win the foul. And that might have been the last chance saloon for UNSW to even think about potentially mounting a comeback. But they can certainly finish the game strong, even if the result might go against them this afternoon here at Northbridge Oval. And Valletta, well, leave that one for Gray. Here's Aristodolu. Gray. Give it back to Aristodolu. Here's Daniela Naimi. Gets around Leah Puxty and gets a pass away for Jasmine Melly here, who crosses it into the box. And Langman claims it. She'll send it long. Brought down by Santos. Quelligan. Puxty. Be intercepted by Naimi. Tries to get around Puxty, who'll take it back off the feet of the Bulls' right winger. Here's a throw in for UNSW. As the throw comes in, Gray heads it forward. Quilligan brings it down. Puxty will have to get back as some sort of ball entered the field that wasn't a football from some games that the kids are playing behind the netting there. Quickly choosing the right moment in play, I guess, to come on and get it. There's Prakash. Will win a foul. Given away by Marcela Santos. And certainly no rush from the Bulls to get this one back underway. Here's Yamahata. Santos. Goes to Singh. He's trying to find Aristodolu. Valletta looking for a way to get it around Aristodolu. And it will be a goal kick. As we edge a bit closer to second half stoppage time in the end of this game. I'd estimate probably, there were a couple of stoppages. I'd say 4 minutes. It looks like the assistant referee here on the near side has indicated 5. So my estimation wasn't too far off. As Bulls get another foul. No, it's going to be a UNSW foul. And that will be the game's first yellow card in the 90th minute to Tamara Souza for delaying the restart. As a little bit of rain starting to come down here at Northbridge Oval. A light sprinkle. Although, if it could hold off for just another few minutes or so, that would be great before it gets any heavier. Just a little bit of a sun shower by the looks of things. Well, what would be the equivalent of a sun shower on a hot day anyway, or a sunny day. Certainly well behind the cloud cover. So a couple of people make the mad dash for cover here. Or what minimal cover there is anyway. Certainly the sky behind the ground looking a little bit nasty, so hopefully that won't have too much of an impact on everyone's Sunday afternoon. Here's Ostagimi going to Chloe Smith. And that will see, we'll see Santos flagged offside. As we're into stoppage time now, and the Bulls getting ready to make their final substitution of the afternoon. And, I have had to put my notes away because of the rain, so I'll see if I can tell you who it is. It is Sophia Furia, who's made her way onto the field. And it looks like after picking up that yellow card, Tamara Souza will be making her way off. Here's Alira Toby going across goal, looking for Santos, who takes a shot on the half volley and will miss the lot. As we're about 2 minutes done with stoppage time here. There's only a couple more to go. Actually, I think 5 was the indication from the assistant ref here on the near side. So about 3 minutes to go. Just under that now. So still a light sprinkle of rain here. Here's Tess Quilligan. Mostagimi goes to Yamahata, looking for Smith. And could the Bulls be looking for goal number 5 here? Here's Gray to Hannaberry. Daniela Naimi. Prakash onto the ball. Here's Jasmine Melly. I'll go to Naimi, looking for options. Go back to Melly. We'll go to Hannaberry. And it will be a Bulls throw. So I don't quite think they're going to get a chance at a 5th here, as they're struggling to get it out of the midfield are the Bulls. Here's Melly. Referee plays advantage. Here's Gray. She'll go out to Claudia Valletta on the far side. Here's Santos on the ball. She'll turn it over. Yamahata gets there onto the loose ball first. Here's Smith. Puxty puts it forward. Jasmine Melly will allow it to bounce. There's a bit of thunder in the vicinity as well, by the sounds of things. So this afternoon it might get a lot worse before it gets better. It's from a weather perspective. Here's Gray. Out to Prakash. Naomi going across. And Dos Santos not able to get there. As 4.5 minutes of stoppage time have elapsed. So we're almost at the end of the contest. The minimum of 5. And anything after that is at the mercy of the referee. And both of these sides, well, there's lightning. So, Storm certainly on its way sweeping across Sydney at the moment. And this game almost at its conclusion. The 5 minutes, or the minimum 5 minutes, have elapsed. And anything extra now is at the mercy of the referee. And that is all she wrote here this afternoon in this round 15 NPL Women's New South Wales matchup from Northbridge Oval, where the Bulls slaughtered UNSW in the second half. It was Anna Hogarth-Scott in the 30th minute, which saw the Bulls FC pull out jersey number 22 of Indiana Dos Santos for Sydney FC. And that was repeated in the 61st minute when Indiana's sister Janea Dos Santos also scored, which was followed up by Liz Gray getting goal number 5 of the season for her in the 64th minute, before Daniela Naimi in the 66th minute ended the game at 4-0. Just the one yellow card to speak of to Tamara Souza, who was substituted not long afterwards. As I said, plenty more action to come here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel this afternoon. But for now, it's full time here from Northbridge Oval. Bulls FC 4, UNSW 0. Polly signing off. Thanking you for your company this afternoon, and hope that you're staying safe wherever you are and staying warm and settling in for a solid afternoon of NPL action.